Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, to another Gwent video. I am Furo, and today we are looking at the first monsters deck that I am showing you since the introduction of the latest patch, the patch 0.8.25 for the Gwent closed beta. We are using the Eredin here as a leader, come on, show up, and the Eredin allows you to play Eredin. That is a 10-point silver card that is immune to frost, and also the monster's faction ability is that you are keeping one random non-gold unit on the battlefield at the end of each round. And this is the ability that we're using heavily in the deck. It is a more or less control deck, and you are only trying to have a few creatures on the board, but these are getting buffed heavily, and you're keeping them on the board with stuff like the Adrenaline Rush. The Adrenaline Rush was also changed. If you now have a minion on the board with Adrenaline Rush and another minion, the minion with Adrenaline Rush is not chosen by the faction ability, so that means you will always keep two minions then on the battlefield at the end of the round for the monsters deck. So that is wonderful. Also, we are only running 3 bronze units here. These are the ghouls that will remove a random non-gold unit in any graveyard from game, and you are absorbing its strength. So that means if you are using the first light, which was before the patch the Clear Skies, and now as a rally effect, you can search for a bronze unit, or either getting a bronze unit here, a random one. And because we are only having the 3 bronze units here in the deck, we are always getting a ghoul. Sometimes you want to play the Clear Skies to remove some weather effects, but normally you are searching for the ghoul, get that on the board. Otherwise, we are only running strong creatures. We are running the Sweller Potion here that will add 8 strength to a non-gold unit, or when it's a Witcher, you will add 12 strength to it. We are running the Witcher package here with Vesemir, Eskel and Lambert. So if you play one of those, the other 2 are spawning from the deck, and you can then use the Sweller Potion to buff one of the Witchers heavily. If you just have all 3 Witchers here on the board and you have an Adrenaline Rush, you're using the Adrenaline Rush here on the Lambert or the Eskel, not on the Vesemir, because then you're giving your opponent the opportunity to kill the Vesemir with a Scorch instead of the smaller unit, so you're keeping one of those, which is then pretty good. Other than that, have a solid choice here of gold cards. Geralt Igni, that will destroy the strongest non-gold unit in the opposing row if that row is total 20 or more. Then you have the Imlerith, which is immune to frost as well. Remove 3 strength from opposing unit and 1 strength from all other units on the row. That is pretty good. If your opponent is spawning a lot of small creatures, then you might be able to clear them all. Geralt is just a strong 12 points card that you can play. Caretaker allows you to steal one of the non-gold units from your opponent's graveyard and play that, stealing the effect, and maybe you can get some nice value out of that. Manticora, just a solid 10-point card here, also just for the effect of the faction ability. So you should always have 2 strong minions on the board, and the rest of the cards, the special cards here, we're running a lot of special cards. These are all just for either the destruction of non-strong units from your opponent, like the Alzur Thunder or the Epidemic, or to buff your own minions. That's it. So that's all in all, control-ish monsters deck, and not always working out, but when it does, you will crush your opponent easily. So let's see some games now with the deck and see how it performs.
Here's the better loot than in your wildest, wettest dreams!
Game 1, and we're facing Geralt the Cripple, a Skellig deck that is able to deal a lot of damage to wounded creatures, so we need to be aware of that. Double First Light, Adrenaline Rush, 1 Ghoul, Water Hack, Vesemir, Manticora. So let's see, I guess we're dropping for now the Commander's Horn, getting another Sweller Potion and 1 First Light, getting another Alzur Thunder. That should work out greatly. So we have double Sweller Potion, we have 1 Adrenaline Rush. We could play the Vesemir on the first round, getting Eskel and Lambert on the board, and then buff them with the Sweller Potion, keeping them alive with the Adrenaline Rush.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
So it is the Skirmishers. Not bad. Let's start with the Vesemir.
Much left of that world.
There's a War Longship. Whenever he now discards or destroys a unit, when a unit on his side is destroyed, he will deal 2 From strength points, damage to one random unit on our side. Currently we are way ahead, and I really like to get rid of the war longship, so let's just do the thunder here.
We serve her who is virgin, mother and crone.
Oh, that one is coming back. Let's just go for the adrenaline rush on the 6-point Eskel.
Give us all you got!
A pirate, he was discarding 2 units, so that's why he was dealing 4 damage in total. Now that's okay, at least for now. Gonna use that water hack.
I will prove my worth.
So discarding another unit.
Be the bravest.
That's the radar that is coming on the board when it is discarded. So he's currently 1 point ahead. But still everything is fine. We have the Speller Potion that will give us now 12 points. If he has a Scorch, definitely using that now. Otherwise we will use the Speller Potion probably on another Witcher. So we are able to keep that. He's drawing 2 cards and discarding 2 cards. And his strategy is to discard 2 units here. So he's dealing another... He discards 2 units. He was discarding the Bomb and Burner Bran. Now discarding the Bomb is interesting because we are just buffing our cards again and again. Just a choice. Okay, we're buffing another Witcher, this time the Lambert. This gives us the opportunity that the Eskel is definitely staying on the board. And a higher chance that the Lambert is also surviving, because 50% Lambert is surviving. So we're 12 points ahead. I don't want to drop another minion on the battlefield right now. We're just using the Thunder to remove the pirate. And look at that. Perfect shot from the war longship. He was killing the Vesemir. So if we now pass the round, we're keeping those 2 units here. Unicorn is buffing every creature. +2. So only 1 point ahead now. Which means that we want to drop another creature. Because we definitely want to win the round. So we can use the Ghoul. What else is in the graveyard? Pirates. Pirates everywhere, so 6 points. Let's play that. Should be up to 10. There you go. Ghoul's at 10. If he's using his leader power, he will currently only remove 6 points. And he's passing, so that means we are either starting with 25 points or with 32 points the next round. Which is pretty good. And gives us such an advantage for round 2. So we are also keeping the bigger card here, Lambert on the board. With the Eskel on the board, there's an Epidemic. Let's just drop the Manticora. He is resurrecting the Priestess, and that one is resurrecting the Skirmisher.
But she brooks no insult.
But still far behind. Let's spawn the first light, getting the rally effect. Getting a Ghoul. That one was destroying one of our own units. 4 points units, so probably the water hack then. Yeah. Water hack is gone. So what are you doing?
I can help you if you wish.
Hermione, drawing 2 and discarding 2. And if he's getting more priestesses, I was dropping one of the raiders, that's another 5 points. Let's go for the Eredin. So 35 points ahead. Still have the Epidemic. That can currently only kill 1 priestess, but he might have another one in hand. And we can then kill 2. So that's why we are waiting a bit. Madman Lugos, that is getting... after 2 turns, he's getting 1 strength for each unit in the graveyard. Which means if we pass now, and that one is not getting the buff, and he only has 1 card in the hand. We're still 31 points ahead.
Up and at 'em, lazy mingers! You'll sleep when you're
Should be
dead.
good enough. He's not getting that much strength here. It's only 12.
We serve her
There's
who
another
is
priestess.
virgin mother and crone.
So we're still winning. And we have still 2 cards left. So even if we lost the round, we would win the last one.
End of Kedwin! Attack!
Game 2, and we are up against Henselt, another Ram stack that is using a lot of gold cards. Let's see how that one goes. First Light, Thunder, Adrenaline Rush, 1 Swallow Potion, 2 Swallow Potions, 1 Ghoul, Water Hack, Lambert and the Imlerith. We're dropping the Commander Son for now. Getting the Geralt. We have 1 Ghoul here, Water Hack. I guess the rest is fine, let's keep that. Our opponent needs to start. He is going for the elite. So we are just killing that.
What do you want of me?
Directly field medic. Otherwise I really wanted to play the Ghoul against that. So probably the meaning of that is that he also have the reinforcement in hand. We will play that next turn. Which means if we drop the water hack here, we can prevent the elite from getting too big. He's then only spawning 2 3/3 and an 8-point card.
Don't recognize your old mates.
Okay, he's going for the Reaver Hunter now. Then we're going for Lambert, Eskel and Vesemir. I mean, we have 2 Swallow Potions here. So that's pretty good. We have 1 Adrenaline Rush. Should work out fine. There's West, and that one is spawning a Blue Stripes Commando whenever a gold card appears on his battle side. And that means that he is probably using the reinforcement next turn to get the 3 gold cards. Then he can spawn 3 Blue Stripes Commandos. We're getting a lot of points, which can be dangerous. But we might just lose the first round on purpose. Ah, killing that. How mean of you. So if we use a Ghoul right now, we could get that up to 10 points, which is kinda nice. So let's do that. We will get another Reaver Hunter next turn. which will also buff the other hunters. Currently not going for any gold card. Ah, he's going for Geralt Igni, exploring the ghoul. And there comes a Blue Stripes Commando. So we're now falling behind with 14 points. If we just pass, we have 1 card advantage and even 2 if we count the card on the board as well. So we can go strong for the last 2 rounds then. And that might be better than just going all in right now. I mean, we would need to invest at least 2 cards. And with the Reaver Hunter on the board, the third one, we would have needed even maybe 3 cards or 4 cards. So not worth it. We are keeping the Vesemir, so 1 Witcher on the board. Pretty great. We still have the Swallow Potions. We can now, with the Caretaker, steal one of his minions from the graveyard. Let's see what he has there. Reaver Hunters. The Ves. Oh, that is not helping. We could steal the Field Medic, which would be interesting. Can get that Wartag, a Ghoul, or the Eskel. Ghoul might be pretty good.
I can trust you.
Margarita. Okay, let's go for the Caretaker. We are getting the Field Medic.
What do you want of me?
Getting the Ghoul, and that one is getting buffed to 9. We killed... What are we killing? Did we kill one of the Reaver Hunters?
Long live the king!
So that's Shani.
That was not in
Getting
the
the Elite and spawning 2 Barnard Adepts. Fortunately, we don't have that much destruction here. Currently 2 points ahead. But we have more. Definitely, not a problem. Play another Ghoul. And we killed the Water Hack. Oh, just another Elite. Guess I know what's coming. Third one. So he's spawning then 2 gold units, getting 2 adepts alongside. You could also use the handled here. Oh no, we can't play that right now. Can we? We have all... We have 0 ghouls left in the deck. Did we? Got 1. Still had 1. I thought we had played all 3. So there's the Elite. It's now spawning gold, and a few depths. But we have the Imlerith still that we will use now, because otherwise you will use the handled. And that's why we are preventing at least 1 gold card.
That was not in the spell books.
Well, that's even worse. So spawning another 3 then. He will spawn another 3 adepts. It's quite a lot. But so far we are ahead. And let's drop the Geralt. It's another 12 points. 61 to 47. I mean, he only has 2 cards and there's a forfeit, so he wasn't able to catch up. Which means we win the second game as well. And that means deck was pretty successful. 2 games, 2 wins. And we have finished the video for today, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to my channel so you get notified when I will upload more Gwent videos. Thank you all for watching and have a good night. Bye bye.